Hey there, hello there, it's Jeff Cutter Diamond, and welcome to the NCAA Legends Cup Round of 16 review and quarterfinals preview. So, we had 16 teams face off in 8 games spread out over 2 days, and it was fun. So, day 1 was Thursday, December 19th for the Sweet 16 in the Gator Bowl in Jacksonville, Florida. Obviously, the favorites would be the Florida Gators, who qualified through 2 rounds and faced USC. It was a low-scoring defensive effort, but the USC Trojans shocked everyone and themselves by beating Florida 10-6. The winning touchdown was on a pick 6 early in the first quarter. So USC moves on to the quarterfinals, which is the Fiesta Bowl in Glendale, Arizona. The second game on the 19th was the Holiday Bowl in the Orange Bowl bracket between Auburn and Louisville. Louisville felt the sting of losing their strong safety Coker for the tournament, and Auburn took advantage with a 29-7 thumping of Louisville. Auburn, as usual, had a chance and obviously got themselves to the quarterfinals. The third game was the Outback Bowl in Tampa Bay in the Rose Bowl bracket. That was between Washington and Clemson. The defending champion, Clemson Tigers, came into this game crushing their 2 opponents, scoring 30 points on both opponents. And, unfortunately, it was no different as they beat the Washington Huskies by a score of 31-7, so Clemson for the third straight time hit 31 or more points on their opponents. Strange enough, it was 34-7, 31-7, and 31-7. So Clemson, with 96 points scored for an average of 32 in the first 3 games, are definitely on their way to the Rose Bowl. The Alamo Bowl was last, and that was between Nevada and Iowa. And people thought Iowa definitely had a chance to make the quarterfinals and make everyone proud. But surprise, surprise, Nevada pulled off another stunner. They took down the number 1 seed Bama. They took down Indiana, although Indiana scored 2 touchdowns late. But Nevada beat Iowa 14-11. So the Nevada Wolfpack, surprised as it is, they're in the quarterfinals. That's amazing, Nevada, the Wolfpack. And, Colin Kaepernick, the backup quarterback. Like, Terrence Tyler's done a great job. Terrence Tyler was actually a good quarterback, I think in the 2000s for Nevada. It was legit. Marion Motley on that team, a few other people, like fake and real. On Saturday, December 21st, the first game was at the International Bowl in Toronto between Notre Dame and Penn State. It was going to be a great game, but somehow the Notre Dame Fighting Irish not only beat the Nittany Lions, they shut them out by a score of 20-0. Notre Dame is the only quarterfinals team to have shut out 2 of their 2 of their 3 opponents. Ohio State hung 14 on Notre Dame in the second round, but Notre Dame still won that game. And then, so Notre Dame will take on Clemson in the Rose Bowl. That should be an interesting game. Everyone says that is going to be the game of the tournament, Notre Dame against Clemson, because last year in the quarterfinals, Notre Dame faced Clemson at a lead, but Clemson drove down the field for the win touchdown. The Cap 1 Bowl was second, and that was between Miami and Cincy. Miami getting the advantage because, they're in Florida. Cincy had done very well. They were down 17-0 to Washington State and crushed them, and then only gave up a touchdown to Michigan. However, the momentum did not work. In another low-scoring game, final score 9-7, Miami beat Cincy. So Miami will take on Nevada in the Cotton Bowl in Dallas, Texas. So Miami looks like they might be the heavy favorites to get to the finals. You never know. Over in the Peach Bowl, it was Pitt and Georgia taking on each other. Pitt's not really scared of Georgia at all times, and they did okay. But Georgia won the game 27-14. Of course, Pitt had that last-second victory over the Raging Cajuns of Louisiana Lafayette, and they were close against Boise to fuck it up. Georgia now takes on USC at the Fiesta Bowl in Arizona, and it should be an interesting game. Georgia is actually the heavy favorite. The Peach Bowl was third. No, I said the Peach Bowl. So, yeah. So, Notre Dame will take on Clemson. Clemson's a slight 5-point favorite, if you can take it. And then, finally, the last round 16 game was the Sugar Bowl between surprises San Diego State and Iowa State. San Diego State was a surprise because, of course, they usually never won. But they beat Virginia and Miami of Ohio, they usually got to the round 16. Whereas Iowa State shocked the 2-seed LSU Tigers 10-7. And scored the winning field goal against Navy on a 49-yarder end-on-end goal. One of the most clutch field goals of all time. Iowa State won it. They beat Marshall Bluff. They beat San Diego State 28-14. Ellis Hobbs had a last-second interception return for a touchdown that sealed the deal. So Iowa State is in the quarterfinals against Auburn. Auburn's a heavy favorite in the Orange Bowl. So, anyway, time to show the bracket. Time to show the bracket and everything. Sorry, get a little bit closer. So the bracket's up and set. So Nevada, after beating Bama, Indiana, and Iowa, are in the Cotton Bowl against Miami, who took down Empire State, Minnesota, and Cincy. Miami's kind of the heavy favorite, if you will, because of their previous stuff. The Cotton Bowl will be the first game of the day. That'll be a 1 o'clock game. Over in the Rose Bowl bracket, go higher. The Rose Bowl bracket, that's the second game on the list at 4:30. Notre Dame takes on Clemson. Clemson, the defending champs, took down. Sorry, I have to look. Clemson took down Dakota State. They took down Texas quite easily, and they took down Washington. So they've taken down some very good colleges. And of course, they scored 96 points, an average of 32-4 and 7 against per game. Notre Dame shut up Marshall. They had a tough game against Ohio State, but then they shut up Penn State. So it's Notre Dame and Clemson in the Rose Bowl. This is probably going to be the closest one to call. I say Clemson kind of has the advantage. And then next on the list will be the Orange Bowl. Auburn takes on ISU. Auburn took down Air Force. They shut out Oklahoma, and they took down Louisville easily. Iowa State, of course, beating LSU, Navy, and San Diego State. So Iowa State's been in close games, but I think Auburn might have the chance. That's the third game on the list. And then the last game in the quarterfinals on Boxing Day will be Georgia, USC. Georgia's road has been decent. They took down the number 12 seed Virginia Tech team. UAB gave them a bit of a fright, and Georgia crushed Pitt at the Peach Bowl in Atlanta. So now they'll take on USC. SC, of course, had a tight game against Central Florida, a tight game against Wisconsin, and a tight game against Florida. So they'll have to play Georgia tight. USC, I believe, is the only road team to actually be a favorite. So I think USC might have it. So yeah, so the right side of the bracket has 4 very fantastic universities: Georgia, SC, Clemson, and Notre Dame. The other side has Nevada and Iowa State as heavy favorites to win the Cinderella Bowl. The Cinderella Trophy is given to the team that has the best Cinderella run. If both Nevada and Iowa State both lose in the quarterfinals, I think I'd give it to Iowa State. I mean, Iowa State could have fucked up in any one of those 3 games, but I think they're pretty good. So anyway, that's all for this preview/review of it. Hopefully the quarterfinals will be great. Just a reminder that the semifinals are on Saturday the 28th, and the finals will be Monday the 30th. They will be longer videos. They'll be probably longer videos. Of course, the finals will give you all the action, no bullshitting, no nothing, and all that. And hopefully I don't have to do my commentary. But anyway, thank you for watching, and have yourselves a good evening.